Throughout the show, Hank Schrader, Walter White's brother-in-law and a dedicated DEA agent, came very close to discovering the truth about Walter's double life. The signs were there from the very beginning, hidden in plain sight. But Hank missed them, all of them, until he found a copy of Walt Whitman's Leaves of Grass, Walt received from his late colleague and fellow methamphetamine producer, Gale. So in this video, we will go back to the past and explore the key moments in Breaking Bad, where Hank almost uncovered Walter's secret identity as Heisenberg, but ultimately failed. With that said, let's start. Exhibit A. Hank visits the school. One of the earliest hints of Walt's criminal activities can be traced back to the pilot episode of Breaking Bad. Hank, known for his tenacious approach to law enforcement, paid a visit to the high school where Walt worked as a chemistry teacher. During his inspection, he discovered missing glassware and respirators from the school's equipment inventory. These items were essential for Walt's methamphetamine production, unbeknownst to Hank. Hank's keen intuition raised suspicion, and he playfully teased Walt, remarking if Walt wanted people to start wondering about him due to the missing equipment. However, Hank's trust in Walt's goodness led him to dismiss these suspicions. Little did he know that his own brother-in-law was the man behind the criminal operations. This marked the first missed opportunity for Hank to uncover Walt's dark secret. Exhibit B. The surveillance video. In the episode 737, Hank reviewed surveillance footage of two unidentified individuals stealing a barrel of methylamine, a crucial ingredient for meth production. The video was grainy and did not immediately reveal the identities of the thieves. Had Hank scrutinized it more clearly, he might have noted Walter's distinctive features and connected the dots. It was only in the later seasons, after Hank learned the truth about Walt, that he revisited the video and realized that the evidence of Walt's involvement was glaringly obvious. This serves as a stark example of how close Hank came to discovering Walt's true identity, only to overlook the vital clues. Exhibit C. Marie suggests Hank finds Jesse. In the episode Grilled, Walt went missing due to a fabricated fugue state. At this critical juncture, it was Marie who redirected Hank's attention towards Jesse Pinkman, Walt's partner in crime. Hank's investigation led him to contact Jesse's parents and trace Jesse's car, which bore the infamous "The Cap'n" registration plate. While Hank was hot on Jesse's tail, he failed to see that Jesse was just a pawn in Walt's dangerous game. Hank's relentless pursuit of Jesse was another missed opportunity to uncover Walt's involvement in the drug trade. If only he had followed this lead to its logical conclusion, he might have exposed Walt's true nature sooner. Exhibit D. When Hank caught Tuco. One of the most pivotal moments in Breaking Bad occurred when Hank intervened in a deadly standoff between Walt, Jesse, and the ruthless drug dealer Tuco Salamanca. Hank's arrival saved their lives, but little did he know that he had just preserved Walt's empire. Hank took down Tuco in a bloody confrontation, and despite the trauma it caused, he remained oblivious to his brother-in-law's role in the dangerous drug world. Hank's heroic actions unwittingly enabled Heisenberg to continue his criminal activities, highlighting the irony of the situation. If Hank had realized the truth that day, the course of the series might have taken a vastly different turn. Exhibit E. The arrest of James Kilkelly. When Badger got arrested, Saul Goodman concocted a scheme to divert the DEA's attention by offering up a substitute for Heisenberg, James Kilkelly. The plan involved Kilkelly willingly going to prison in exchange for a substantial sum of money. Hank, who was working tirelessly to apprehend Heisenberg, didn't entirely buy into the arrest, but his brother-in-law's unexpected appearance on the scene failed to trigger any suspicion. The incident highlighted the DEA's eagerness to catch Heisenberg and the audacity to which Walt operated in the proximity of law enforcement. Hank's failure to connect the dots, even as the DEA had a sketch of Heisenberg, served as another missed opportunity to unveil Walt's secret life. Exhibit F. What's in the bag? $500,000 in cash. In the episode No Mas, Hank assisted Walter in packing his bags as he prepared to leave home. Curious about the contents of the heavy duffel bag, Hank asked Walt what was inside. To everyone's surprise, Walt, with a deadly seriousness in his eyes, revealed that the bag contained $500,000 in cash. Instead of delving deeper into the matter, Hank laughed it off, assuming it was a joke. Little did he know that Walt had just handed him the key to his criminal empire. This instance showcased Walt's audacity and Hank's unsuspecting nature. it was another critical juncture where Hank failed to perceive the truth lurking just behind the surface. Exhibit G. When Hank was just outside the RV. In this episode, Sunset, Hank's relentless pursuit of Jesse and Walt led him to the junkyard where they were attempting to dispose of the RV. The tension in the scene was palpable, as Hank was just inches away from discovering the meth lab inside the RV. However, before he could make that crucial revelation, he received a call informing him that his wife, Marie, was in hospital. Hank left the scene in a hurry. This near miss was a testament to Walt's ability to manipulate circumstances and divert suspicion. Hank's departure from the junkyard provided Walt with yet another narrow escape. Exhibit H. Willy Wonka? Walter White. In the episode Bullet Points, Hank showed Gale's notes to Walt in an attempt to decipher the meaning of WW. Walt, seemingly unfazed, jokingly suggested that it could stand for Willy Wonka, before Hank, half kidding, says the obvious, Walter White. In this critical moment, an attentive viewer might have noticed a subtle flinch in Walt's demeanor when his own name got mentioned. His chuckles and evasive response, "You got me," sent chills down the spine of the audience, hinting at the depths of Walt's hidden identity. This scene demonstrated the layers of complexity in Walt's character and the craftiness with which he concealed his true self. Hank's inquiry was a direct challenge to Walt's facade, and once again, he narrowly escaped exposure. Exhibit I. When Walt got drunk at Hank's house. In the episode Shotgun, Walt and Skyler visit the Schrader household, where Skyler fabricated a story about Walt's gambling addiction. As Walt became increasingly intoxicated, he couldn't resist the urge to comment on Gale's presumed identity as Heisenberg. The comment piqued Hank's curiosity, leading him to reconsider his assumptions. Walt's drunken revelation provided Hank with a fresh lead, as he observed that Gale was not the elusive mastermind he had initially believed. Hank's realization that a significant player was still at large demonstrated the fragility of Walt's facade and the perpetual danger he posed. Exhibit J. Hank wanted to check out the laundry. As Hank delved deeper into his investigation, he became increasingly suspicious of Gus Fring. He famously quipped, "A guy that clean has to be dirty," highlighting his growing mistrust. In the episode Crawl Space, Hank requested Walt's assistance in visiting the laundry facility, which secretly housed Gus's meth lab. Walt, realizing the peril of this situation, orchestrated a car accident to prevent Hank from entering the laundry. Hank suspected Walt's intention but remained in denial, failing to recognize the dire implications of his brother-in-law's actions. This incident further exemplified Walt's ability to manipulate the circumstances and avoid detection. These key moments serve as reminders of the near misses where Hank overlooked crucial clues and failed to connect the dots. Despite Hank's dedication to law enforcement and his heroic actions, his unwavering trust in Walt's goodness and the intricacies of Walt's deception allowed Heisenberg to continue operating in the shadows. Walt's ability to manipulate circumstances, divert suspicion, and maintain a facade of normalcy demonstrates his remarkable skill as a criminal mastermind. Breaking Bad, a gripping exploration of morality and transformation, showcases the thin line between good and evil, and how the most dangerous threats can lurk within one's own family. However, Hank Schrader showed us the dangers of complacency and the lengths to which individuals can go to protect their secrets. In the end, Breaking Bad is a reflection of the complexities of human nature and the consequences of turning a blind eye to the truth.